What is going on? Happy 2025. And today I'm going to get a little bit personal and share with you some of my biggest lessons I learned in 2024. And more importantly, how I'm implementing all of those things into my business in 2025 to make it more powerful and how you can do exactly the same in yours. Because here's the thing. Sometimes the biggest breakthroughs, they come from not learning all these new strategies, but from really refining and trusting in the things that you already know works really well. So let me explain what I mean. The first and probably biggest lesson I learned in 2024 was the power of truly owning and refining my message. And mind you, this is literally what I do. And yet, it was massive. It was a big change because here's the thing. Over the years, I've developed a lot of different concepts. And in the last year specifically, I focus on three different things: the angle of mastery, power buyers, and the need to have formula. So the truth is that in 2023 is when I created the angle of mastery concept for the first time. And I spent all of 2024 really refining it and then developing the other two concepts that really have become the center of my entire brand. And what I really discovered in 2024 was that the more that I doubled down on these concepts, the more that I refined them, the more that I integrated them into everything that I do, the more powerful my business really became. So instead of me looking constantly for new strategies or trying to reinvent the wheel, I really just focus on making these concepts clear, more impactful, more transformational, more intentional, just very straight to the point. And the thing that was really incredible is that everything in my business became easier because of that. My marketing worked a lot better. My sales become just more natural. My clients got better results. And, honestly, everything just became easier. And people think that what they need are more concepts or more strategies or more frameworks, or they need, like this magic funnel or strategy. But really, it's about having the right ones and really owning them, really owning who you are. This is why I basically completely re-recorded my 20-minute webinar at the end of 2024. I restructured my landing pages. I refined about how I talk about my program. Everything changed. And now everything revolves around those three pillars. And the consistency in that message has really created a lot more clarity and confidence in the things that I'm actually doing, which feels really great. The second thing, big lesson that I learned was really trusting my gut, even when it goes against conventional wisdom. So here's the tea. Here's the thing that happened. After spending, I think, about 8 or 9 years building my business primarily through Facebook, and I mean organically, right? Creating content, building community, and really just establishing myself there. One day I woke up and I felt like I'm done with Facebook. This isn't the place for me anymore. Now, most marketing experts and coaches out there would tell you to stick with the thing that works and do the thing that works and don't fix the things that aren't broken. But something in my gut was just telling me that I needed to leave and I needed to move towards LinkedIn. And mind you, I used to think and talk about LinkedIn and feel like, I really do not like this platform at all. But for whatever reason, my gut just told me, you need to leave Facebook and you need to move into LinkedIn. And instead of really ignoring that feeling and thinking, Fabi, you've made millions of dollars by using Facebook or organic, maybe just keep on sharing your content here or whatever, I felt like I'm going to do what my gut is telling me to do, and I'm going to leave Facebook completely and move into LinkedIn. Like, cold turkey. And so what happened is that within months, I had grown to 6,000 followers on LinkedIn. My content really has been getting amazing, incredible engagement. And I've been able to enroll really awesome clients off of LinkedIn in an easier way, in a way that feels much more aligned. And it really taught me that sometimes the best business decisions just don't come from strategy. They come from trusting your gut and intuition. They come from following what feels truly aligned and being brave enough to pivot, even when it doesn't really make sense necessarily. Now, I do want to say and make it clear, I'm not saying here that Facebook is dead and you need to leave Facebook, blah, blah, blah. This is a very personal thing and the thing that felt right for Fabi's business. So the third lesson that I felt was really about being more intentional with creating launches. Now, I know that launches sound scary to a lot of people, but for me, it brought in a different layer because my business is an evergreen model. People can basically enroll whenever they want into my programs and it's always ongoing. But creating a model where I did launches here and there throughout the year just helped me build a lot of internal momentum as well with connecting my audience in a new way, because when I'm live doing a webinar, it's exciting. There's different energy. I can coach people on the spot and it feels good. So I started experimenting more with bringing in launches during the year. I ended up doing a total of, I believe, 4. I did one in February, one in May, a small one in July, and a large one in December. So I did a total of 4. I did have a plan to do one in September, which I ended up canceling it because I trust my gut a lot and I just felt like I did not feel like I wanted to create that. But for me, really doing these launches feels good. And it's one of the things that I'm bringing more into 2025, as long as it feels good to me, as long as I'm in a place where I'm excited to do that. And so that's part of my plan. Part of my plan for 2025 is coming back to having a system where I'm doing launches and I get to refine my message and go deeper into some of these concepts and things in each of them as well. And so that helps me really play with having this evergreen model, while at the same time it's intertwined with doing these kind of like the energy behind doing stuff live, which I think ends up being really powerful. All of that brings me then to the 4th and last lesson, which is the power of consistency in your message. And I talked about this a little bit in the first lesson, but my point is that it was really incredible to see how the more that I really doubled down on those concepts and I incorporated power buyers, angle of mastery, the need to have formula into everything that I do, it really helped me just stand on my own and like feel like this is what I really want to be known for. Everything feels magical when you are so clear in that message. My webinar is talking about these 3 concepts. My social media reinforces them. My sales pages expand on them. My program delivers on them. It's like, it's so consistent all the way through. I love that I was able to do that so effectively this year. And it gave a lot of clarity for my audience, confidence for me in my message, conviction in what I'm selling, and just really allowed me to really connect even more with those power buyers. Because the truth is that success isn't just about constantly creating new things. It's about refining what works. And honestly, it's about trusting your gut and following through even when it's scary. It's about showing up consistently, but you can show up consistently when you have a message that feels right? It's about going deeper instead of wider. And these are the exact principles that I'm truly taking into 2025. I'm literally going to be just doubling down on my message, refining those concepts even more, following my intuition even more, creating intentional momentum, and really staying consistent with the things that I know work really well. And I'm already seeing the results of this approach. It's the very beginning of January, and we're off to a really great start. So if you want to know if your message is positioned for success in 2025, let's hop on a quick 15-minute brand message assessment where I'm going to give you a personalized feedback on exactly what you need to shift within your message to make sure that you are speaking to power buyers and what you do feels like a need to have. So go to brandmessagesession.com or look underneath this episode for the link to book that call. Make sure that you subscribe and follow me on YouTube, on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, and you follow me everywhere at Fabi Paolini on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook. And let me know in the comments which of these lessons resonates the most with you right now. I would love to hear your thoughts, and I will see you soon.